Okay. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And if he doesn't remember what happened, then that's fine. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah.
She won't be a problem.
Yeah, she won't be a problem. We've done this before. Been here before.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. You take the blade from the table.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward
Can't do it.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Yep.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yep, she's dead.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
She's dead. She's a ghost.
A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, I bet you do. Let's have a chat.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your
She doesn't
skin.
need to touch with icy fingertips to make that happen.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Slay the
Without a
princess.
moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab
She's
at
a
her,
ghost.
no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Huh. Yeah.
You're adorable when you're confused.
Oh, thank you.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Fair enough.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Okay, team, I have ideas, thoughts. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
Please keep calling me killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Same.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
It's not wrong.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her
I like the
face
way
to
you
face
think,
with
Cole.
him.
I like the way you...
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Hate to break it to you, narrator. Yes, I will. Sounds great. Do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in
I've
her
always wanted
gaze.
a hot, dead ghost girl to possess me.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing?
Feel free to use my
Don't just
body
let her
anytime you
in.
want,
How many
babe.
times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
This seems fine.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
We get to see the other side of the room.
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, he's a real dickhead.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Fair enough.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
What are you, voice of the hero?
I'm... a voice? I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
But they don't always exist.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yes.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
It does. It does indeed raise some very interesting questions.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
It's good company.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
What are you, narrator? We still haven't established what you are.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there, like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
Yeah, well,
You're kind of like me, actually.
yes, he is kind of like you, isn't he?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Less of the editorializing, more factual description of the room, please.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Yeah.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Can't think straight. There's too
Then
much
don't
noise.
think. Just move.
Fair enough, ma'am.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
It would be nice.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Let's start with getting rid of the narrator, and then we'll see where it goes from there. How's that sound, princess? Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
What does she mean by getting home? Where is home?
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Exactly, hero. Something's not adding up here.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
These are interesting questions we're asking ourselves.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs,
Need to see this
staggering
from the
through the
perspective.
open door.
Alright, we're heading on out.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
Exactly.
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine.
Definitely a lot of whining.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your
We've already
feet
chosen
like
our
lead
path,
dragging
let's
across the
go.
floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally. Finally!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yes, we all want to know what happens next. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
That you're gone.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
Yep.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
Yes and no.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never being part of the world.
I don't think you've ever been part of any world except this little pocket dimension that someone else made to contain pieces of whatever this princess entity really is.
All right, let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Hitchhiker, pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. Feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guessing not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Live up to is maybe not the right word here, princess, but fair enough.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
It sure is. Let the hands take you. Well, fucked up, but this is good. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror.
It's going to be okay, just trust me. You've been here before, and you always get
But
scared.
it feels so bad. Look, you don't need to comfort him.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I'll see you again, voice of the girl.
Whatever makes you happy.
We look in. We approach the mirror. We gaze at our reflection. Silence, you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. This doesn't look good. What are we? You've withered. You've grown and withered. Find yourself in your own quiet once again. In the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I don't know how to feel about that. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter.
How strange of you to ask me then.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Well, that's flattering.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to grow, change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to contemplate the gifts you bring me.
Fair enough. Have you figured out what you want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, my awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of self-knowledge.
Okay, sure. Whatever. How many more vessels do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Fair enough. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Bring the specter to her. Save. And we're going to quit. Because it is time for me to end for today. Sag.